Hey everyone. Well, we conquered week 6 of training. We loaded up the volume a bit, so let's get to it. Okay, guys. Well, my little 5-mile Sunday recovery run for the beginning of week 6 did not go as planned. It's pretty hot, 97, something like that, 6. Humidity's okay, but man, it's just a scorcher. And what was going to be a 3 to 5 below ceiling ended up being a 3 to 5 over ceiling. I think mainly tired legs from yesterday's ride and the heat. It's just too hot. So we get a day off tomorrow, and then we'll start with the swim on Tuesday. So this is the Woodlands Waterway. I'm about to jump in that lake. It looks like I already jumped in a lake. I'm sweating like a pig. Okay, signing off, and we will see you Tuesday. Well, it's Tuesday. Got my swim in, but the weather screwed me up. I had to drive into the Woodlands to the Y that has an indoor pool to get it done, and that kind of threw me for a loop. I got home, realized I hadn't given an update, so had a 2,300 yard swim and pretty standard fare. Did actually some warm-ups and did 1,000 nonstop and just steady pace. Not sure exactly why that was there, but felt good actually. My shoulder really sore. Not sure why that is. Hadn't been bothering me, overly tight or anything, but really sore in the pool today. So I'm going to try to do some stretches and just hopefully it'll ease up. Tomorrow I've got a flip-flop. I'm actually going to do my long run tomorrow. And the reason I'm going to do my long run tomorrow instead of Thursday is because we have a very important day this week. Thursday evening is the debut of Jimbo Fisher and my Texas Aggies. So not going to miss that game. I've got a 20-mile bike, and so I'll just do that on Thursday, get home and cleaned up and sit in front of the TV on the couch Thursday evening. So looking forward to that. Okay, that's it for now. See you tomorrow. It is Wednesday evening, and just finished my 10-mile run. If you remember, we flip-flopped so we can watch the Aggie game tomorrow evening. So it was actually a little cooler today. Jury's out on whether or not it helped, because it's about 83, but high humidity, and I am absolutely drenched. But my heart rate, I was able to keep it 3 to 5 beats below ceiling for the first half, and then the second half let it ride up 5 to 10 per my instructions, and I was able to accomplish that. So, most of the time I can't keep my heart rate down, but the weather was cool enough where I could get it done. But man, I still just am totally drenched because of the humidity, and my feet got some hot spots. I don't know if it's because they were so wet. They were kind of slip sliding around a little bit, and so my plantars are a little tight. Anyways, I don't know. We'll get over it. Overall, it's a good run. Got it done, and tomorrow we'll have a bike, 20-mile bike, and settle in to watch the Aggie game. All right, see you tomorrow. Okay, got my 20-mile done on this Thursday. So I flip-flop, with my run, and I'm about to get in there and clean up and watch my Aggie game. Let's see, weather, wow, much cooler. I think it's in the, low 80s or something. And let me just tell you something. I was pushing, felt like a time trial, and I still could not get up to my ceiling. I mean, that's how much difference that weather will make, and the humidity is around 50 something. So great weather. But boy, my legs are a little toasty from the run yesterday, and So I was feeling it, trying to push to get up to ceiling, and it was a chore. Anyways, good ride. Okay, Thursday. So tomorrow's a swim, and we'll round it out with a long ride Saturday to end week 6. So we will see you tomorrow. Giga Mags. All right, well, Friday is over. Got our swim done. It was good swim. Shoulders killing me, but the workout was productive. So happy about that. Let's see. We did a 2,600 yards, mostly 500s in various, either a crawl or with the buoy, and I didn't use the paddles just because of my shoulder, but felt good. Not winded, just got into my little groove, and that's what it's all about for me, at least for the swim. So tomorrow we've got a bike, 60-mile bike, and I'm hoping the weather will hold out. It looked like no chance of rain, but it started raining again while I was at the pool, but no thunder, so it didn't slow me down. Hopefully we have a good enough day tomorrow morning, and I'll get my ride in, and we'll wrap up week 6. Okay, we'll see you then. 60 miles, week 6, done. Good ride. It's, man, the weather did great. Look at that. Partly cloudy. It was even more cloudy this morning. It's about probably 86 or so now, 87. But the humidity was a little high, but the cloud cover and the temps were great. So my thighs, my quads are a little toasted. Spasms at the end, about the last 10 miles or so. I think I'm just trying to get used to it. I did take salt pills every hour, but you know, it's just a matter of seat time and getting the legs acclimated. But it's a good ride overall. Heart rate did great. 5 beats below ceiling most of the time. On the hills got up to ceiling, a little over, but great ride. So debuted a new saddle that you can see. I'll show you in the recap. It's a little firmer saddle, but it's got a cutout. My other saddle did not. That other saddle is more of a road saddle, but love it. Sit bones will have to get used to that firm, but firm is better. So I'm very satisfied. Okay, we'll see you at the recap. So week 6 in the can. Felt good. It seems to be flying by a bit. You know, it always does when you're busy, got your head down and grinding through something. It seems to fly by. So I guess that's a good thing. We had a pretty busy week this week in training. The volume increased a little bit, and it's going to continue for a while on that track. This week we had, let me give you the overall mileage for the week. We had 4,850 yards of swim, and we had 80.7 miles on the bike, and we had 15.2 miles on the run, for a total active work time of 8 hours and 36 minutes. So I think that's about an hour more than last week. Doesn't seem like a lot until you're out there making it happen, and that little bit extra, you can feel it at the end of the week. And I got to bed a little late this week on a few nights. So, you know, it kind of catches up to you. Let's go over adverse conditions. So, really, it just continues to be hot and humid. Although we did have a couple of days of lower temps. The humidity, you know, is off and on. It's kind of weird. But on those lower temp days, we had some higher humidity. But boy, that temperature and cloud cover really helped. I was able to increase my effort, same heart rate, or even a lower heart rate. Of course, that results in a higher pace, or a better pace. So happy to see that happening. It's going to continue to improve, I think, as we get into the fall and lower temps. So hot and humid, but it's September, and so another 2 3 weeks we're gonna start actually getting a break and some benefit. So that's good. Um, Another adverse challenge is because it's September. It is college football season, one of my favorite seasons of all year. And so I had to swap around a couple of workouts. I did my Thursday run on Wednesday so I could get off the bike on Thursday with a 20-mile bike and get home, clean up to watch my Aggies with their season opener on Thursday. So it'll be a Saturday game going forward, but I'm not going to miss the Aggies. And there's 20 hours of football every weekend. It's going to be a real challenge because working out is a uh, it's a commitment, and I'm not going to miss a workout, but I'm not going to miss a football game. So it's going to be interesting to between work and training and all the other commitments I have, and then still getting in my college football on the weekend. So going to be some longer days, I guess, for the next 3 months. So I guess that's called champagne problems, first world problems. We'll deal with it. Okay, injury update. So my shoulder really acted up on my Friday swim. It was I could almost feel it on Friday day during work. But boy, when I got in the pool, it just really hurt the whole time. So I'm going to get a band out and work some of that. Try to just do some isometric workout or stretching and some light stress on it and see if I can't strengthen it a little bit. I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, we're way too early to be hurting this much, so I'm not really sure what to do about it. We'll see. I'll keep you in the loop on that. Another thing, today I did a run, which is for week 7, and my plantar on my right foot, which is the one that gave me trouble this past season, could really feel it the whole way on the run. And normally I don't feel the plantar issue until after the run. So I rolled it a little bit with the golf ball that I've used, but I've just got to stop talking about it. And I've got to get in to see my guy and get him to work on my feet because if I don't, I'm going to end up in a problem. They get really irritated and inflamed, then it's actually take time off, and I don't want to do that. So injuries starting to kind of rear their ugly head. I'll give you an update next week. Hopefully I'll have some improvement once he works on my feet. So overall, week was a success. The mileage is going to continue to increase, and so I'm going to have to protect, from injury, but that's okay. We'll get a break in another 2 3 weeks with an easier week, a little bit of a recovery week. Looking forward to it. Okay, let's talk about our Ironman tip of the week. Recently I talked to you in one of the topics of the week about running shoes, and that there's a gazillion of them out there, and they're all really good technology nowadays. But even with good shoes and a good running technique, you start loading up the miles and volume, and you're still going to have potential issues with blisters and hot spots. So when I did my Ironman training back in 2013, 14, I found this great little product called Blister Prevention Patch by Ingo. And these patches are a great little invention. And I'll show you how they work. So they come in various sizes, adhesive, and this is the wear surface. It's really, really slick. I don't know if you can see that in the light. I brought these shoes just came off a run, and they're so a little gross. But that is an example of
so you cut it to fit. I just cut it with a pair of scissors, take the backing off, and you place it right on your insole wherever you have a hot spot or a blister that's forming, creating you some problem, and voila, what it allows your sock to do. So let me explain. A blister will form due to moisture and friction, right? So your skin, your sock, your shoe. When your sock gets a little moist, which is going to in any kind of long run, um, and it moves just a little bit, doesn't take much. When you consider running, you have 10,000 foot strikes in a course of a run. A little bit of friction will 10,000 times creates a problem. So these Ingo blister patches go on your insole, and it's a very, very slick surface. And so what happens is it allows your sock in that area to move with your foot, not the insole. So now you don't have the friction, problem solved. And it really, really does work. All my running shoes, since 2013, I've been able to solve any hot spots when I ended up with a new shoe. And I had some blister issues for sure. So now I'm blister free, and it's great. Now, I will say, too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. What you don't want to do is say, hey, I'm just going to cover my whole insole with these patches, these big patches, right? No bueno. If you cover your whole insole with a slick surface, now your foot's going to be slip sliding around, which causes, another set of problems. Your foot's moving, you're going to get into, with black and blue toes and maybe lost toenails. So you got to be really careful. Only on the hot spots, places where you are getting a blister, but it's a great product. I would highly recommend it for some comfortable running. So that's my Ironman tip of the week. Hope it helps. Okay. Well, before we wrap up, I do want to remind you that we're doing these videos and we're training for Ironman to help raise funds and awareness for Tying Vines Humanitarian, which is a U.S.-based nonprofit that does humanitarian work for Syrian refugees in the Bekaa Valley region of Lebanon. Our fundraising effort is called Melissa's Promise, named after Melissa Mitchell, who is the founder of Tying Vines. If you want to learn more about our cause, our fundraiser, or would like to donate, please go to my Ironman Foundation Your Journey, Your Cause website and click that donate button. The link is in the description below. So you can follow us, our training during the week on Strava if you have that app, or you can check us out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, of course. And you can subscribe to this channel, this YouTube channel, to get weekly updates, videos, tips of the week, topics of the week. And if you have a friend who is into triathlon or thinking about it, or maybe they're signing up for Ironman for the first time, be sure and share this video. As always, thanks for watching. And if you like the video, be sure and give us a thumbs up and leave any comments below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Thanks, and we'll see you next week.